Thank you so much for joining me and Freddie. This is a collaboration with Freddie Frags. So you got Rise Frags and Freddie Frags. So doing our thing. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Freddie, shout out to you. Thank you so much for joining me with this one and collaborating. I've enjoyed your reviews over the last couple of years. I always was watching you with all the New York City boys, and the reviewers doing their thing at the Creed Boutique and with Al and those guys. So kind of always seen you in kind of the background doing your thing. And you became a great reviewer, and I know you really know your stuff with fragrances. You have a great collection, and I've always admired your reviews and your opinions. So, but thank you so much for collaborating. This is going to be a good one. So this is Xerjoff Dhajala. There's so many great ones, of course, from the Xerjoff line, but this one I kind of wanted to pick. It's just a great fragrance. Not really talked about too much. I know we all kind of know it, but it has been kind of on the back burner. No one really talks about it too much. So this one came out to us in 2009. Your notes: African orange flower, galbanum, bergamot orange. Middle notes are pink pepper, jasmine, rose. Base notes: resin, amber, vanilla, and musk. So of course the notes are very, very well put together. Again, in the opening, you are going to get some of that, the citrus, of course, bergamot, orange. It does open up really nice and really alluring. It's just, but yet it's very regal as well. So it doesn't have like a cheap designer kind of, not saying designers are cheap, but like that cheap designer opening. It doesn't have that at all. It automatically gets into this real nice, rich, regal scent. Even though it's citrusy, you automatically get some of that resin and amber, and it really gets into the full body of it right away. So that's exactly kind of just what I get. I mean, it's a nice citrusy, but really warms up, and it's very like sensual, I think, too, which is really nice because of the amber, the resin. Then there's a little bit of, it's kind of like this cooling effect to your nose. I'm not sure if that's like the pepper. I know there's that pink pepper in there, and then of course still this, that nice citrus in there, and then you also get a little bit of the florals that come in too. So this is a perfect unisex fragrance. This is not too masculine, it's not too floral, it's kind of just in between. It's really on the fence. Men can really pull this one off. I love it. I get a lot of compliments with this one actually too. I wore it today for the full day, got a lot of good compliments. One nice thing is it's very versatile. You can wear this anytime, day, night. I wouldn't really, the colder months it'll work, of course. I don't know if it's gonna work great in the colder, but I mean for a fall scent, spring, summer, and it might be a little bit too much for summer too. So I think fall and springtime are a really good time to wear this one. It projects decent. It projects a couple hours, nice bubble. It's not gonna, I mean, it's pretty good. It's not gonna fill a room, I don't think, but it'll project pretty well. People will notice you. Longevity, it does get close to the skin after about 7 to 8 hours, but it's still there. So even after like a 12-hour day, I've smelled it on my skin, and if you start to perspire, get a little, moving around and you're kind of not sweating, but you're kind of moving around, you heat up a little bit, you will smell it, so it will come off your skin. It does get a little bit close after the 8-hour mark. I'm not going to say this is a 24-hour beast because I don't get that from it. Some of you may, I'm not sure, but for being a nice citrusy, it's just such a great blend. Like I said, that real nice bright citrusy opening with that nice warm sweetness of some floral resins and amber in the dry down. So. But I kind of did this a little bit backwards. I wanted to kind of show you presentation now as well. The box on these are just done so well. It's not just like a just regular box. It's got this real nice material and stuff, and it's kind of like that shiny. He definitely doesn't shortcut in the presentation of these boxes, which I just love the presentations of these. And then the silk pouch is just so neat. It's it's got the nice rope right there, which is so cool. Hopefully you guys can see that, but nice silk pouch. It's all padded and everything, which is really nice. Just very regal. I love the richness and regal of a fragrance house, and Xerjoff definitely has that. Of course, these bottles are bar none one of the best in the business. Again, I just love this. This is just something out of like some Renaissance kind of thing going on. It's very Italian. It's very I love these bottles. The cap, of course, very heavy. Like everyone says, you can use this as a weapon, of course. but there's the X inside there. I hope you can see this stuff. It's kind of difficult with my camera, but just so detailed. I just love that about these. It has the plaque, the gold plaque that actually comes out of the bottle. So it's not just like a sticker or anything. Just very, very heavy. I'll give you a nice little spray here. But a nice spray. And then of course your batch numbers, everything on the bottom. And then it has this nice X in glass that sticks out. So these bottles are, you know, this is not a cheap presentation one bit. I mean, it's very regal. They look great on the shelf, so very nice right there. For the 50 milliliter, I think they're about $260 now, and then I believe they come in 100 mil, but 50 usually is all you need. I usually go 4 sprays with this one, 3 to 4, so just boom, 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 and then on the back of the neck, and that will really, you know, like I said, projects really nice, and you know, just for those couple hours. And it lasts a long time, but just very easy to wear. I just love this scent, and it's a lot deeper and more rich than just a citrus scent. So love this one, guys. Freddie, I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on this one. We will listen to you next, and you know, thank you guys so much again for watching this video. And Freddie, I really appreciate you doing this collaboration with me. Many more to come, you know, and thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you soon. Let's see what Freddie has to say about this one. Thanks.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate you having me. I appreciate you for doing this, and thank you for those kind words. Um, like he said, today we're doing a collaboration review on Xerjoff's Dhajala. Um, Ryan has already told you most of the details on the scent. I'm just going to give you my take on Dhajala. Um, let's start off by saying this is a great scent. Very smooth, well blended, which is what I come to expect from off of Xerjoff. I would wear this almost all year long. Um, Ryan said, you know, maybe not in the summertime, or he doesn't know if it could be pulled off in the wintertime. I tend to differ just a little bit. I would wear this on a summer night out, light on the trigger, obviously. I think this would be nice contrast to most of the citrus stuff that's going on for that time of the year. I would wear this all spring, all fall, and for the winter time, I would put this on during the day. During the day, what I mean is, you know, I would put it to go to work. I would put it to go out to brunch. You know, you spray it on your clothes, you wrap yourself up. At least here in New York, it gets cold. You wrap yourself up. When you wrap yourself up, it kind of like lingers in your clothes and kind of bakes inside your jacket. And when you take every time you take it off, boom, it'll come out. Now, I think this is a scent that you can wear all year round, like I just said. It performs very well. I get 12 to 15, and that's being lenient. 12 to 15 hours, and about 6 to 7 of that with a good performance as far as like projection and sillage comes. Basically, it's an amber-based fragrances with spices and florals. You know, is this scent for everyone? No. Is it my favorite off of the Xerjoff line from the Shooting Stars? It's not, but it is one of the top fragrances, I believe, from the line. This is masterfully blended. Again, you get what I just said about you get the spices, you get the florals, you get the amber, you get some citrus. It's also very creamy. I think is blended so well that some people may have a hard time detecting all the notes. Like I said, this is not my top favorites, but it is one of my favorites from the house. This is a scent that I would wear, that I do wear. This is a scent that I do recommend often to many people because I think it's pleasing to both genders, to any gender, any walk of life. I think this scent is very versatile. Um, Again, and this is just my take. You heard Ryan's take, and we appreciate everyone stopping by and checking out this video. Um, Take a moment, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. You know, both our links will be down below, depending on which channel you're watching this on. I would like to thank Ryan again for having me on his channel. I appreciate you, brother. Anything you need, I got you. Peace. Stay blessed.